Hi there everybody, it's Verity here from inkybutterfly.wordpress.com. Thank you very much for joining me again today. It's Monday, which means Monday Colour Challenge, and we've got this lovely bright selection to work with today. Gorgeous Grape, Magenta Madness and Granny Apple Green. Super duper fun bright colours. So what are we going to make today? We are making this card. This features one of my favourite stamp sets that's sort of, it's been in the catalogue a couple of years now, and I was so pleased to see that it had stayed, along with its coordinating dies as well. Okay, so this is Positive Thoughts, really lovely, sort of a little bit grungy, eclectic set with some fantastic sentiments, and we've got these cool dies that go with it as well. So that's what we are using. So this is my sample card, and like I do quite often with these challenges, just try and sort of mix things around a bit. So we're going to invert him, turn him inside out, and give you a different look, see which one you prefer. Okay, so evidently we've got Magenta Madness as the card base, the Granny Apple Green coming in with the greenery there, and I've used the Gorgeous Grape for the other elements in there, and I've also brought in the stitched rectangle, which fitted this sentiment really perfectly. Okay, so that's our sample card. So what we'll do is we'll bring in Gorgeous Grape for our card base, and I've already die cut this particular piece from the coordinating die set, which is just going to be our focal point there. So this is a really nice deep border around this on the card base, which is not my usual sort of way of doing things, but these coloured cardstocks are super, and they are more than sturdy enough for making card bases. And as long as your top fold on there is nice and crisp, it will stand up beautifully. Okay, alright, so card base, easy peasy. Next thing we need to do is our stamping and die cutting. So we've just got some white cardstock, and we've got our leaf and butterfly there. And where did I put my ink pads? There they are. Oh dear. I am organised, I promise. Okay, so Magenta Madness we're going to use for the butterflies on this particular card. We did the Gorgeous Grape for the other one, so we'll switch it up a bit. I'll get these guys done in the magenta. We want 3 of those. Remember, the rule of 3s always makes a really nice, it draws your eye into the design. I need that again, don't I? I'll do that in a minute. Granny Apple Green for the foliage. My Granny Apple Green is in desperate need of re-inking, so I'm just going over that a couple of times, lots of light tapping, try and get a nice coverage on there. But that being said, if it comes out a little lighter and darker, so it seems to come out lighter on one side, but I actually like it because it kind of gives the image a little bit of life, I think. Okay, so those all need to be die cut, and I've got a separate scrap of paper for my sentiment, which I'm also going to do in Magenta Madness. So you can see this is just it's just a scrap, so don't throw away your bits and pieces. You never know when they might come in useful. Alright, so just to save time, I have already die cut these elements, because otherwise I'd have had to run that through 3 times. But we'll just do our sentiment here, so we'll just line that up, trying to get it even, top, bottom, left, right, with the edge of that die there. So this is a stitched rectangle. If you haven't got the stitched rectangles, they are a fantastic set to have in your stash. So they come in a couple of different sort of dimensions, if you like. So the sort of skinny ones, skinny long ones, and sort of short fat ones, if you know what I mean. So if I just grab the set, oh, it's stuck to my plate. There we are. So you get loads in there. So sort of these are sort of card fronty things, and then these ones are great for sort of sentiment and other panels. And then we've got this little one here that fits other sort of more square sentiments. Okay, so yeah, I find it really, really useful. So stitched rectangles, the Stitched So Sweetly, which you know I use a lot. If you watch me regularly, you'll have seen that. Just press that out. And there's a new set, the Scalloped Contours. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful set. And then we've got the layering circles as well, which are really, really cool. Just shaping those in the palm of my hand. So press on the back, like you're buttering toast, if you know what I mean. And then if you press into the body, into the centre, you get these really nice sort of curve on the wings. So those are our bits and pieces. The branch here, I'm going to stick a couple of dimensionals behind. Oh, is that going to show? No, it's alright, it's not close enough. And I'm just going to take off the stalk. Like so, just so it doesn't stick out anywhere. And then we want a couple of dimensionals on the right hand side of this sentiment ready to add to our card. Okay, so that just gives us room to put our foliage behind. This is going to be a nice super quick card. So I like to have things breaking borders. It kind of just draws your eye straight to that sentiment, because it's like, oh, it's sticking out kind of thing, but not in a weird way. Likewise, we can have this coming off. That's why I cut off the stalk, because it would have come out slightly. So again, we've got a little bit of interest by breaking that square border. And then these guys we just need to add with some wet glue. So I like to use that and just put a blob on the back there where the bodies have been sort of shaped there. Okay, and yeah, so it's just a case of picking your spot really for your butterflies. This, like I say, the sort of design triangle again is about sort of trying to draw the recipient or the viewer's eye, depending on, you know, artworks and things like that, into the design. So just want my butterflies orientated in different directions. So that one's, I don't want it to cover the sentiment, so that one's going to go there. Maybe have this one a little straighter, and that one off to one side. And it just sort of brings everything together onto the front of the card. Obviously that's going to take a little time to dry, but not too long. And that's it, babe. That is it. All done. Very, very quick, easy to do. Same 3 colours, 1 stamp and die set, and some colour cardstock. Okay. Actually, there is an extra die set, but you could have quite easily just trimmed this out if you don't have those dies. It would still have the same effect. It's just like the extra detail that the stitching brings, really. Okay. Hope you like that. As always, there's going to be links in the description box. If you click on the little arrow or show more or whatever it is on your device, it'll expand and give you a list of all the products I've used today. Do take care, everybody. Stay safe. Bye.